All right, good morning, good morning. All right, so I am going to that, 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 that. Okay, so while you're waiting for folks to come in, look at this page where again we're going to talk about uh, sustainability, but we're going to do it in a Gizmo lab today. Look at one aspect that we're using in order to assure a sustained future. So if you had, I know I signed this for you all to read over yesterday, but just take a look at it while we're waiting for folks to come in. All right, and remember you're supposed to be on camera. Some of y'all, I don't know what you look like because you're always off camera. Let me let these folks in. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, that's my worksheet. Okay. Good morning, good morning. All right. Got most folks in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so again, we're looking at the sustainability module. Can I go back and it be there? Yes, 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 yes. All right. All right, so read that over for a few minutes. We are talking about sustainability, but we're going to do a Gizmo lab today. So I'm just going to wait another 2 minutes for folks to come in. So that I don't have to repeat this 5 times. All right, grades are being posted today. So the grade that you see uh, in the grade book now is the grade that will show up on your report card. Actually, let me do it this way. All right, so everything we're doing starting today is going to be put on the next quarter activity. So the activity that we're going to do today, it's long, so you won't get finished today. I do encourage you to, as this is the last quarter, to do things when they're assigned and not wait for 2 weeks later to decide that you want to turn it in and loses points because it's late. Um, like I said, in some cases, it was so late that I had to take the late off of it for you to get any score at all because it was giving you a 0. So we're going to turn over a new leaf today, some of you, and we're going to do assignments on the day that it's assigned. So today, and I think most of you are here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so let me put this in student mode to make sure that you are seeing what I'm seeing. All right. So again, we're talking about sustainability, and sustainability is maintaining a livable lifestyle. So one of the activities that we are, not we, but science is doing in order to ensure sustainability, they're trying to make sure that um, insects aren't eating up all our crops and affecting all the foods that we eat. So we're going to do this lab. So go to your homepage like I just did just now. So it's not in the module, it's on your homepage. It says Genetics Engineering Gizmo. So click on that. Then when you get here, you want to first click on the worksheet and download it. And I think I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to click it again. But when you click it, it should take you to that. So I'll give you a minute so that you can get that done. All right, let me know if you have trouble downloading. Again, you're downloading it so that you can into Cami or whatever that you downloaded into so that you can write on it. This is the instruction page, but it is also the page that you have to turn in for a grade. All right. So the first part just like I said, like it says, it explores it prior knowledge, but you do need to put an answer in there as to what you think, what you know, etc. And don't say I don't know. All right. Even if you have to look it up, answer the question. Okay, because some of you are very very good at saying I don't know. We need to know. We need to know. So if you don't have prior knowledge as to the things that can damage a farmer's crop, and I'm sure you do, like I said, bugs damage. We've had weather, bad weather. In Georgia, the peach crop is in danger right now because of the weather that we've had lately. What can farmers do? So yeah. So you can answer these two questions. Just to give it a little thought, exercise that gray matter. All right, so then it says, um, yeah, they they get in your this time of year they get in your house, and if you don't put your grains and things in a plastic bag, you'll find bugs in your food in the closet because this is the time of year that they do that. All right, so we're going to try to make it not taste. So what genetic engineering does is it tries to make it not the crops not tasty to the bugs anymore, and then they'll leave it alone. All right. So backing up, you are going to go to your Clever page and you're looking for Explore Learning. When you click on that, and we've done this before, when you click on that, it'll take you to the assignment, um, environmental science, and you want to look up genetic engineering. And do I have it clicked? No, I don't. So let me click that. And I want to launch it. Okay, so it might look a little different on mine than yours because I'm the teacher. All right, so when you bring it up, it'll look like this. And then you just want to follow the steps that it tells you on the worksheet. So on the worksheet, it tells you in the warm-up, it tells you many farmers use chemical herbicides to kill the weeds and insects, insecticides to kill the insects. Using genetic engineering, scientists have developed ways to resist harmful crop pests. In genetic engineering, Gizmo, you will use genetic engineering techniques to create a genetically modified corn. So that's your objective, is to create corn that the pests don't like. Basically, that's what you're after. All right, so then just follow the directions. It says check task one is selected. So when you're looking at this, it says task one up here in the corner. So you want to make sure that that's what it says. And I'm gonna keep going back and forth. It shows the Petri dishes, and the Petri dish has a growth auger in it, and it has different strains of bacteria that are growing on it and some caterpillars. Okay. And so then it says click play, and then what do you observe? So you just want to do that. So down here, okay, hit the little play button. All right, so the play button is the thing in the corner, and then you want to watch what happened. Okay, and then it says write down what you saw happen. If you want to see it again, go hit the back button and then play it again. Okay, and then write down what you see. So just simply keep following the directions, do what they tell you to do. And then it asks you some other questions about which strain. And then it goes into the activity. Okay. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All right. So again, when I look at GoGuardian, I want to see everybody logged in to the Gizmo. If you can't log into the Gizmo, you need to tell me why you can't log into the Gizmo. All right. So this is a long activity, a little lengthy. You won't finish it today. So we will finish it on um, Monday, but don't leave it till Monday to do because like I said, it's lengthy. So it must be finished on Monday. We're not extending this activity past Monday. Okay. So do as much as you can today. And know that you're not expected to finish it today. Also, once you have completed it on Monday, there is an assessment. Don't do the assessment until after you've submitted your worksheet. This will record for me in the Gizmo app, so you don't have to worry about sending this to me, but I am adding this score to the worksheet score. Okay, so don't forget to do it. All right, any questions? Any questions? Okay. Going to stop sharing so I can do attendance and check on GoGuardian to make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to. All right. There are a couple of you, like I said, who never have your camera on, and you are required to have your camera on. All right, so again, you have to go to, and I got a handful of y'all still looking at me. Go to Clever, select Explore Learning. Okay. Yeah, mine was slow too. That's why I have certain screens that are up already, because if I try to pull them up to show you in real time, it'll take all day. Uh, Again, I only see a handful of people who are actually in the activity. Tegan, we're going to try to get this semester better than last semester. Please log into the activity. Neve, you too. If you are logged into class, you should be doing the activity, not just logged into class for attendance sake. Guaranteed recipe to fail. Okay, let me come back over here and uh, show you again. Okay. Okay. All right. You should download the worksheet and hopefully so you got the worksheet from over here. You went to Explore Learning, and that's where you um, have the activity. Okay. Okay. On the worksheet. Okay, for this one, for the first one again, it says make sure the task one is highlighted. And the picture up top here, you see Peachtree 3. Those are Petri dishes with caterpillars in them, and the Petri dish is actually I want to say it's like jelly, and on the jelly you have some bacteria growing on the jelly. Okay, so it's saying that the bacteria are the white dots and the caterpillar are the green larvae looking at the top. So in the first one, your goal is to find the bacteria and produce toxins that will kill the caterpillars. So you are going to um, click on that, hit play, and watch what they do. You got to click on the Petri dish first. Okay, and then you write down what you saw happen. Okay, you don't have to drag anything. All right, and then the next step. So after you've done, all right, go back. After you've done that, you come back. It says which strain of bacteria were able to kill the bacteria, which means which dish. So each dish is a different strain.
Excuse me, sir.
Say that again.
Excuse me, I just got kicked out of Explorer Learning.
Oh, well, log back in. What did you do something?
No?
Log
Just
back
kicked
in.
me out.
Log back. The computer is doing. Let me check GoGuardian to make sure there's nothing weird going on over there. All right, y'all. Now y'all see what I see. Okay. Nope, there's nothing stopping you on that side. Caleb, look like you got back in. All right. Yeah, well, if it kicks you out, it's probably just a glitch on the computer, so just jump back in. All right, so you can see I see a couple of people who ain't doing nothing. So let's get there. All right, back to this. Okay, so it says, what do you observe when you observe that? Notice which Petri dish. So the first one's nothing happened. Petri dish 4 and 8. The larva are dead. Petri dish 5 and 10, kind of had a little bit of resistance. So that's what you want to say. You want to write down what you see. Remember, the little green things are the larvae, the caterpillars. They're not supposed to be brown and all curled up like that. So that means that whatever they had in the petri dish was working. Okay, so each of these petri dishes have a different pesticide or something inside. Okay, all right. Janila, am I helping you? Oops, that's not what I want. I want this one. All right, so then answer question 2. And then it says come back for the next one. It says hit play, select one of the strains of bacteria harmful to the larvae, and then write down which one you selected. So if you go back and you click on that one and you hit continue, then that's the one you're going to be looking at. Three and 4. I'm sorry, continue. Okay. You have to finish this step before you can go on to the next step. So it's being as I haven't done it yet. I can't, but you have to hit continue. And then it'll take you to choose promoter. So let me see what I need to do here. Create a genetically modifier. No, it won't stay. How many genes? There we go.
I can't get into my gizmos again.
You never got into it?
I did for like that day, but now it's not letting me back in.
Okay. Let me. Okay, give me a second. Stop messing with these things. All right, so Janila, just do what they this is Jayla. Got 2 different people talking to me here. All right, so Jayla, um, as you drag the things into this, it'll change and then you can continue after that. All right, let me help Imani with hers and I'll get back to you on and 3 and 4 on the worksheet. Okay, when you select lights off, mm, you do have to read what it says on each slide because they tell you what to do. They tell you when to play. They tell you when you've actually inserted a gene in each of the Petri dishes, you have to reset it and go back before it'll let you continue. So it won't let you continue until you've done something with all of the Petri dishes, but you do have to keep resetting it in order to go back. All right, Imani, let me see what I can do here. Send a message. All right, Imani, I put in a request to them to see what they don't say. All right, they're giving me a couple of things to do, so let me see if I can do that. Oops. All right.
I still can't get in.
You still can't get in. Okay, I'm looking at because they told me to check the roster. It says your name is on the I'm gonna screenshot you what I have. Whoops, where'd it go? Because it says it's enabled. You're on the roster.
I just can't get into it. I can't log back into my account. It's not letting me log back into my account.
Yeah, but I don't understand why. It shouldn't be locked or anything. Because like I said, what I'm looking at is it says enabled, which means you should be able to get in. Um, Let me ask them another question. Mm, All right, so that's what I have. Check to see if that's how you are identified when you try to get in.
No, it keeps saying invalid login.
Okay. I remember last time I had to give you a whole different activity to do. Um, I had to do a support ticket. All right, I submitted it. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, let me see what else I can let you do. And I might do this for everybody. All right, I'm creating another assignment for you in the meanwhile. And like I said, I might just do this for everybody. And because a couple of people are struggling with this. Y'all don't like projects, but that's the alternative. Yeah, I'm creating a project for everybody to do because, like I said, you're not the only one, and Imani can't get in, and they have not answered me as to how we can get her in there. So I'm going to create a project for everybody to do. Uh, Jalen asked, did you go through Clever? Imani, how did you try to access it? Did you go through Clever?
Yes.
Okay, well then that doesn't help. Okay, and all the stuff that they're giving me is not helping because they're asking maybe the account isn't linked to Rest, but you're on the roster and you have a thing, and everybody else is on the roster is able to get in. So all of their answers to my question?
It just kind of, I don't know why, but I've only been able to get into it once, and it was like some random day it just let me in, but it usually just logs me out of the thing and I can't get into it. I don't know how, because I use the same password for like everything, and it's saying that it's not working.
Okay.
And it's also the only password I have saved.
Okay. All right. So like I said, they probably have to send me another, because I had to submit a report and all the stuff they're telling me is not working. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a different assignment. I may not even, those of you who are working on the Gizmo, keep working on it. And I will give you an option of completing the Gizmo, or, so I'm going to adjust this assignment, or doing this. So it's going to be one or the other. So I don't want to stop anybody who's already totally into the Gizmo. All right, so I'm going to add this to the same box so that it becomes an either or activity. I'm going to put in big letters or, so don't do both. Okay. So basically you're still looking at genetically mod, but now it's become a project instead of a lab. Okay, so I'm going to save this and then I'll pull it up in the share assignment so that we can talk about what you need to do. All right, so who else was that? Jayla, Imani, and anybody else who might want to do this. So I'm going to pull this up. So this is an alternative assignment. So like I said, if you're doing the Gizmo and it's working for you, fine, stay there, complete it. If not, and it's giving you a headache and you'd rather do something else, all right, in the same box that said engineering Gizmo, I've added an or activity, okay? All right, so basically we're still dealing with, modified corn crops, and we're still dealing with the bacteria and the caterpillars. But now you are going to investigate, so it's the same thing. You're investigating how to improve corn crops with herbicide, using herbicide resistance. And you are going to research the role of the bacteria, you're going to examine the behavior of the caterpillar, and then you are going to explain this part right here. But in your presentation, you have to choose one of these three things. You're not doing all of them. You're going to choose to present your information as a poster or an essay that's 300 to 500 words long, or do a storytelling approach. So write a short fictional story. I have a feeling most of you will choose the illustrated poster. Okay. All right. And then we'll have a gallery, what do you call it? Gallery walk. Your summary. So down here, the last thing that should be part of your assignment would be to discuss the ethical and environmental implications of genetic engineering. So that's the last thing you need to have, the last point. Okay, so backing up, you are doing research on the bacteria and the caterpillars and the corn. You're going to explain how the scientists modified the corn, discuss the role of specific bacterial strains in genetic engineering, and discuss how genetic engineering the corn impacts the that lovely little larva thing there, caterpillar, including the benefits and harm. So this part right here, number 2, is what needs to be in whatever selection you make for number 3. Got that? So number 2 is what the information that needs to be provided and the way that you need to provide it, and you have a choice. You can make a poster, a short essay, or a storytelling event. Then you need to conclude it by discussing the ethical and environmental implications of genetic engineering. Okay? All right. And again, anybody can do this. You're doing either or. So what will be uploaded in this folder will either be the lab report or your poster, essay, or storytelling. But we're dealing with the same topic. Okay? Is that clear? Anybody else have questions? Does this work, Imani, for you? Does Jayla, is it Jayla? Jayla, does this work? Jayla, um, does this work for you? Imani, is this working for you? Okay, okay. And like I said, anybody else who wishes to do this instead of the gizmo, you are welcome to do that. Do one or the other. All right. And again, step 3. So it's still do this. Let's see. Let me change the date on this. Let me modify this a little bit. Edit. It was going to be due on, but being as I just gave it to you, let me change the due date to next Thursday. Due next Thursday. All right. Just basically, you only have a little bit of time today to get started. So that means most of the time, of it will be done on Monday when you come to class, and it'll be due on Thursday. Okay. All righty. Let me see how it looks on your side. All right. So like I said, I don't want to stop the gizmo activity. For those of you who know what you're doing and it's working for you, you can continue doing that if you wish. Okay. For those of you who are doing the gizmo and it's driving you crazy, you need to do this assignment instead. All right. Clear. I see heads nodding. I see thumbs. Yes, yes. All right. Got a couple of thumbs. Okay, cool. Okay, folks. Are there any questions? Everybody decided what they're gonna do. You're gonna finish the gizmo or you're gonna work on the project. Okay. All right. Well, you all have a great weekend and see you on Monday.